Balancing frequencies 1. So we've talked about balancing frequencies in our mix and avoiding masking. We've worked on making our lead vocal and our choir work together. And now, from now on, for the next couple of videos, we're going to be just balancing all the frequencies in the mix and making everything fit together better. And that's going to include getting rid of bleed, pulling out low frequencies and things that are going to be fighting with the kick and the bass, and other things to that matter. So we're going to start with the choir and the submix EQ, and partly because as we were working with them before, I heard something that jumped out at me, and let's listen to it real quick.
Jesus paid it all, and through him it's all right, all right.
You notice the drums in the background? Okay, there's all that bleed. So there is a certain amount of low frequencies that we can take out without really affecting the choir. And so we're going to see, I mean, this is going to be too much, so let's listen real quick.
Jesus paid it all, and through him it's all right, all right. Jesus paid it all, and through him it's all right, all right. This too shall pass, this time.
Okay.
Jesus paid it.
So if we listen to this, we can kind of find where we're going to get rid of some of the kick, because we want our kick to be coming from the sound of our tracks that we recorded for kick, and not from our bleed from our choir tracks. And at the same time, we might want to take out a little bit more low frequency to make it fit better with the kick. So once we get enough of that bleed out, then we can bring it back in with the whole mix and maybe adjust this a little bit more.
Jesus paid it all, and through him it's all right, all right. Jesus paid.
Okay, so we can hear some of those snare drum and stuff like that, but there's not much we can do about that, but the kick is definitely down further. So let's put this back in with the whole mix.
Jesus paid it all, and through him it's all right, all right. Jesus paid it all, and through him it's all right, all right. This too shall pass, this time in your life won't last. I found a real friend, he'll be there through thick and thin. May not come soon, morning, night, one thing for sure is that he will be there.
Okay, so now we're getting the choir to fit in there a little better. Now let's go play with the piano. We've adjusted the piano before. I did come and pull down a little low frequencies so we could work on the kick and the bass, but let's make sure we've got that where we really want it now.
Jesus paid it all.
Let's actually go back to the beginning of the song.
This too shall pass. This time in your life won't last. I found a real friend.
Okay, so I think what we'll try is not doing the shelf, but we're going to turn up some of the low mids and try to make sure we're not fighting with the kick and the bass. So if we look at the kick and the bass, we see that the bass is really happening at 200 here, and so maybe we'll boost a little higher than 200 and see what happens.
This too shall pass. This time in your life won't last. I found a real friend. He'll be there through thick and thin. May not come soon. Could be morning, night, or noon. One thing for sure is that he will be there. This too shall pass. This time in your life won't last. I found a real.
Okay, now we got to kind of listen to the piano and the organ together. So they sound really similar. So let's go ahead and put an EQ plugin on the organ and listen to both of them together here. So there's our piano on the left, there's our organ on the right. So we're going to boost different frequencies in the organ that aren't being boosted in the piano and pulse them down in the organ that are being boosted in the piano. So we definitely have those separate a little better, and let's listen in the whole mix now.
This too shall pass. This time in your life won't last. I found a real friend. He'll be there through thick and thin. May not come soon. Could be morning, night, or noon. One thing for sure is that he will be there. This too shall pass. This time in your life won't last. I found a real.
Okay, so we can hear that the piano and the organ are fitting a little better together, and we're going to keep these plugins going because we want to probably make adjustments as we work on more aspects of the mix. So maybe as we bring the guitar out a little bit more, we'll realize that some of the stuff we've done in the organ and the piano are fighting with that, and so we'll want to come and tweak these. So we'll be tweaking these as we go through the rest of our balancing the frequencies. And that's our first part of balancing the frequencies with equalization.